Hi, so in this video, I'm going to offer advice for people new to writing blogs about how they can write SEO friendly blog posts. It's important to optimize our content, not just for search engines, but for readers too. High quality written content that's super engaging for your target market will improve your chances of ranking higher in the search results as well. So let's get to it. I guess the first question is, what is an SEO friendly article? Well, SEO refers to search engine optimization. And when we write a blog or an article, we can look in the different ways that makes our content more SEO friendly. Search engines like Google, Bing, Yahoo, YouTube, and Pinterest allow users to search for content using keywords or phrases. So when a user enters a query into a search engine results page is returned, which ranks the found pages in order. Search engines work by using programs called bots and scours the internet and looks at content. They use indexing to understand and categorize the page through keywords. And finally, they use ranking, which determines the amount of relevant keywords used, the speed of the site, and appropriate links found within the article as well. An SEO friendly article will apply some basic SEO techniques. So we'll be looking at site accessibility, a well written and engaging content, being easy to navigate and mobile friendly as well. High quality content, regularly written blogs for fresh content, well structured and well written content, descriptive page titles, headings, subheadings, and good use of keywords. Also, it's good to have links to and from your website within your blog, off to quality websites elsewhere, and see if you can get your website appearing on other people's websites. So, how to make your article SEO friendly? The first thing you need to do is think about the keywords that are relevant to you and your business and what the point of the article is. A keyword isn't actually a single word, which isn't quite so helpful, is it? It's actually better described as a description of the content of the page or a search term or phrase which your target market will type into Google, or the search term that you would like to be found for. So when we make a start, I would start always by creating a mind map of lots of different words and phrases that your customers might use to search for your article. Use phrases that are full sentences or questions that people might type in, and hopefully you'll generate quite a reasonable list of possibilities. Once you have that list, start typing these phrases into Google, and you'll notice that Google will come up with suggestions while you're typing. Now, these are questions that people are already searching in Google, so it's actually really insightful. Another really good tool is Answer the Public, all one word, and that gives a real insight into what people are looking for. I totally recommend that one. Next step is to have a look at some free or low cost tools which will help you analyze these keywords. Um, these will help you because your target market is searching for these terms, and this is all backed by evidence. So we actually need to know what people are searching for, what other similar phrases might they look for, and what keywords might give you a better chance of ranking for. So some really good SEO investigation tools are Google AdWords Keyword Planner, Moz Keyword Explorer, Keywords Everywhere, and Uber Suggest. So what you use these tools for, look for keyword suggestions, which is other phrases that people have searched. Check out the monthly search volume so you know, are people actually looking for these and how many, the difficulty level of each key phrase, and also, just for interest's sake more, how much it would cost to run a Google ad for that keyword. So top tips for keyword SEO. If you try adding in a very generic and short keyword, such as writing blogs, you'll see that the monthly volume is really high, the difficulty will be high, and also that cost per click would be high. So you'd have a tremendous amount of competition to try and compete for that keyword. However, what the tools suggest are other long tail keywords. So these are longer phrases that people search for in Google. Hence why I chose the title of my recent blog, How to Write SEO Friendly Blog Posts. Longer, yes, but I chose that keyword because I know it's valuable content that my ideal client is looking for. It's to the point, it's non-waffly, but it's got a lower search volume per month, so it is less competitive, but still well searched. I aimed for a 50 to 100 monthly search volume in that one. And also it's got a low to moderate difficulty, so I haven't got to compete with too many others. Remember that the whole reason people are searching that keyword is because they want to gain better insight into how to help themselves. They're on a mission to find something. So each question they ask needs a specific answer. Are they after information? Do they want a certain website? Are they looking to find out something before they buy, or are they ready to buy? So once you've had a really good look, it's now time to choose your main keyword, choose one, and then I would suggest choosing 2 to 3 kind of related phrases which we can use for subheadings later on. So your chosen title will become your H1, which you get to use once in a page, and the other phrases will be your H2 subheadings. Understanding the use of headings and subheadings will help us know how to write a friendly blog post. So we'll come to that later. Another thing to have a think about is avoid keyword stuffing. So yes, we've got our key phrases, but we need to use them wisely. So it's important to write well and naturally include keywords within well-written content. But what you don't want to do is just absolutely ram it with keywords for the sake of it. Search engines are actually sophisticated enough that they'll see right through that and will penalize you. So a good bit of research would be to look at websites and blogs that currently rank for your chosen key phrase and see how they distribute their keywords throughout their text. It's difficult to define the exact perfect density for the keywords, but if you're writing in a way that's client first, then you'll definitely be on the right tracks. Okay, so what would our focus key phrase be used for? We're going to then add that to the back end of the article or page that you're creating. So if you're having your website designer do it, give them this key phrase. Otherwise, you need to add it back end. The other thing that goes along with your SEO keyword is a meta description. So include the key phrase within that meta description. This is a short description of what the page or the article is really about. Include the key phrase or variations of it and keep it really nice and short. So it's what you see when you're searching on Google. So an example for my recent blog post was discover how to write SEO friendly blog posts to get your blog or article discovered by your target market. Understand SEO basics. So that's kind of the right length for the meta description to display well on mobile and desktop results. And if you can try to keep yours to a similar length and include your keywords, then you're onto a winner. The other thing that you would include back end is an excerpt. I can never say that phrase right. But basically, a short introductory paragraph, which is a taste of the article to come, and it gets the reader really excited. This is also added back end, but it will appear within the body of the text. So an example is, for my blog, in this article, I'm going to offer advice for people writing blogs about how to write SEO-friendly blog posts. When you have all of your blogs displayed on a page of your website, it often will show the little excerpt, so it kind of encourages people to read more. So I'd advise you to pop it in. The next thing to consider is an image, basically, a featured image that is really relevant and sums up what the blog is about. I mean, ideally, use your own professional photographs, but otherwise you can get copyright-free images from Adobe Images or Unsplash or Pixabay. They're all good ones, but just double check they are definitely copyright-free. You can also use that image then to add SEO in. So the title of the blog post can appear as part of the title of your image as well. And divide up that title with dashes when you bring it in. And next you can add alt text to the image. So basically alt text describes the appearance or the function of the image on the page, and it is what is used by screen readers if somebody is visually impaired. But it is also indexed by search engine bots, so it understands your page content. So a trick not to be missed. So again, do not stuff it with keywords, but use it naturally with key phrases and describe what you see in front of you. And if you're not sure if you're doing it right, close your eyes and have someone read your alt text to you. And if it describes it really well, then you're on the right track. So For example, a woman is photographing her cakes to use the photos for writing an SEO-friendly blog post for her subscribers. It's best practice to keep the description less than 125 characters, and remember its main function is to help the visually impaired, but it will definitely help your SEO as well. Okay, so next thing we'll consider is headings and subheadings. You're finally ready to write your article. Your H1 is used one time per page, and that has already been predetermined because that is that phrase that we've already added in. It is your main key phrase. But now you can distribute throughout the rest of the page those H2 subheadings that we talked about. And divide your page up into like really good bite-sized pieces. You can work from H2 all the way down to H6 in kind of order of category, but usually H2 and H3 is fine. Include an introduction at the start of your article. So first paragraph of normal text on the page, get to the point really quickly. Why is this article helpful? How's it going to be relevant to your reader? And this is a really good opportunity to pop your key phrase back in and do so naturally. A few factors that are important to get clear on before you begin your content writing. What is the purpose of this article and what do you want to achieve? What is the main point that you want to convey to your reader? Who is your audience? Is this definitely going to help them? What information do you need and how are you going to structure your article? So once you've kind of got that set in your mind, start writing your paragraphs. Stick to your outline and write concise, clear paragraphs. Ideally, start each paragraph with the most important sentence and then elaborate on it because it will help the reader absorb the information quickly and clearly. Try to avoid going too much over 200 words per paragraph. If it does, break it up into further subheadings, and that's where you can use those H3 subheadings. Readability is really important. Reading words on a screen is not always easy, so to make it as easy as possible, use plain English, avoid overcomplicated words or jargon, don't waffle, avoid repetitive words, use bullet points where you can, address readers as you or we, define any acronyms or abbreviations, avoid using too much of a passive voice, and keep your sentences concise. So 25 words per sentence is too long, 11 words per sentence is pretty much spot on. Line length and font size is important. For years, 65 characters per line was perfect for print, but for websites, roughly we're looking at 45 to 80 characters per line. If you're creating your own blog, then you can sort this out by adjusting the content width, bring it down, and this will happen naturally. And also for ease of reading, consider the font size. Ideally, we're looking from 18 to 26, and then you'll need to look at how that applies for your tablet and mobile view. But basically, we want to make the reading experience pleasant and as easy as possible. My next little tip is storytelling, because people love to read stories. So if you have a personal experience that is relevant, then use it to capture people's attention. I had not fully experienced the power of storytelling until recently, when I used my about page to really open up about my journey and character. And I received so many heartwarming messages from clients about how much my story resonated with them. So, that in itself is me telling a story about what happened, and it makes people stop and think. So include it when you can. As far as article length, according to Yoast, which is a really good, valuable tool, look to write over 1,000 words as a minimum. And if you can just literally run into the thousands of words with your blog post, then go for it if it's good quality content. Because the longer your optimized text is, the better Google or other search engines will understand it. You'll include more keywords, there'll be more links and more images that you might include, all naturally. So if you can, go for it. Another little hint to improve your SEO is to embed a video, and embed a YouTube video particularly, because YouTube is a search engine in itself. You can add the title and those keyword-rich descriptions. You can pop in chapters and position it on your blog or article near the top. As long as it's really relevant, then it is definitely going to help you. Because not everyone's a good reader. Some people would much prefer to listen to a video than read the full text. And a good quality embedded video can improve your impression and position. So you know what? If I can get out of my comfort zone, I'm sure you can too. So let's summarize a few bits and pieces that you're going to need to do to get ready for writing your SEO friendly blog post. Well done for sticking with me till the end. Conduct your keyword research, find a good keyword phrase that you want to rank for, choose your H2 and H3 headings, which are similar phrases, write your meta description and include your key phrase, write an excerpt, find a featured image and optimize it using the title and the alt text, break your text into sections and divide it with headings, write an amazing introduction, have a clear purpose in mind and know your target audience. Keep your paragraph to roughly the 200-word mark. Make sure your text is readable. Make sure it's visually appealing and you have a good line length and text size, and become a storyteller. Try to write a minimum of 1,000 words, but you know what? Go for more if you can. And also embed a YouTube video that is relevant into your article. So I hope that's been really helpful for you. And if you want to know more about being able to use branding to attract your dream clients, then I invite you to download a free guide available on my website, which is Heart Led Studio. Link is in the description, and see what other steps you can take right now to get found by your ideal client. But in the meantime, enjoy writing those blog posts and let me know how you get on.